Good morning, everyone. We are at Tara Drummond Trailhead here at the Silver Comet Trail, located at Seaboard Avenue and 278. Beautiful park to get on. And man, what are you doing?
John Grant.
Jeremiah
Yes,
Fields,
sir.
man. What are you doing out here?
Just preparing for the Rides for Wishes.
You already getting prepared? You gonna be
Yes,
riding?
sir. Yes, sir. I'll be riding. Have you heard about the changes coming?
Hey, there's a lot of changes, all positive.
Absolutely.
We need to share it with everybody.
Yes, sir.
Folks, in case you haven't heard, there's some changes to this year's Rides for Wishes. It will be on August the 16th, starting at 8 o'clock at 240 Constitution Boulevard. That is Veterans Park. That's where it will start. Once the ride starts, it's going to come across 278 here to the Tara Drummond Trailhead and head west. If you're not familiar with what Rides for Wishes is, this is a collaboration that we do with Make-A-Wish Georgia. And we take sponsorships, and what the money does, it stays all in Paulding County to sponsor a family that they have a child that is going through a critical or terminal illness, and we just want to give them that opportunity to be able to escape for a day and to maybe just have a little bit of relief and enjoy themselves. So all that money stays right here to sponsor a family in Paulding County. But it's not only changing up to be August the 16th. We're going to have some live entertainment here that morning. We're going to also have a coffee truck. We're going to have us a food truck to offer some light refreshments for everybody. Maybe you want to get your carbs up before you take out on the trail. And then as you leave, typically that's been the end of the race. We all go home and we wish the riders well, but we want them to come back to Veterans Park to end the ride, where we're going to have some great giveaways.
Yes,
you
sir.
may even get some of them.
I hope so.
Because you're a fast rider.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know about that, but I'll be there.
hey, don't let him kid you. He's awesome, man. So he's going to be here. We want to encourage you and everyone else to come out. Hey, if you don't ride, that's okay. Just come on out and support a Paulding County family, and the money goes to a great cause, and we are excited about the changes. August the 16th, starting at 240 Constitution Boulevard, Veterans Park, getting on the trailhead at Tara Drummond, and then coming back to finish it up. Hey, live entertainment. Where can you get all of this in one morning? Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yes, sir.
Man, it's good to see you.
I got to get back after it.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Come see us. Hey, everybody loves Christmas, but maybe you don't like Christmas in July. Maybe you do like Christmas in July. Well, I'm here to tell you that downtown Dallas, the Merchants, they are putting together on July the 26th, they're having Christmas in July. Come out and get started early. Go to the different merchants, the vendors that will be there. There's going to be food trucks, live entertainment. They're going to be able to make this. All we're not going to have is snow. I don't think we're going to have snow in downtown Dallas on July the 26th. But it is Christmas in July. Get your shopping done early. Hey, if you're looking for a gift for me, hey, just ask my friends. They'll tell you the sizes and the colors I like. So get ready. July 26th, Christmas in July in downtown Dallas. Hey, I know not everyone is going to be excited about this next subject, but on the 29th of July, Paulding County School District, they will be hosting their open house. You'll notice on the graphic behind me, you'll notice that it lists each one of the schools, the times. I believe the elementary schools are starting at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there, but the middle and the high school, they don't start until 4. But look and see the letter that your last name starts with. That will be the time that you will need to select and go for the children to get to go and meet their teachers, see their classroom, find out what may be needed. Get ready to get this year kicked off. Hey, can you believe that it's almost time to go back to school? I know you've had a great time coming to all these events that we've been telling you about here in Paulding County, but it's about time to buckle down, and we don't want you to be late. We don't want you to miss anything. So take note. on the 29th of July, open house for the Paulding County School District, and we are excited, and we wish everybody a very happy school year and a successful school year. So July 29th for open house.
I've known Alan for going on 8 years now. I have never seen anyone in my career, which spans over 30 years, that has that kind of dedication and commitment to the citizens of Paulding County. Well, Alan is the kind of person that will do the right thing, especially when he's not being watched. He looks for new, innovative ways to improve all of our processes. The kind of person that would, without hesitation, give you the shirt off his back if you need it.
We're having a party for you, Alan. Good to see you. Congratulations, buddy.
If you could say one thing to Alan today, what would you like?
Keep being Alan. The world's better for him here.
Hey John, how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
You ready for summer movie nights at Veterans Park?
I am. Isn't it, Mufasa?
It is. I've been practicing my singing voice.
Hey, man, that is cool.
All right, let's go.
Robbie,
Yeah?
when's the movie start?
We'll be streaming Mufasa Saturday, August 9th. Festivities will start at 7 p.m. and the movie will start at sundown. I can't wait.
August the 9th?
Yeah,
Robbie, that's weeks from now.
I wanted to get a good seat.
Good grief.
All right, it's right at 10 o'clock, so let's go ahead and get this show on the road. It's good to see our elected official, I think Ashley, Sheriff Hanson. Good to see you, buddy. Good. I've been seeing you all over this county. That's great. We had an idea about the county. We got some of the best employees, I believe, that I've met, and I've been to a lot of different counties. So we want to do something special for them. And we just did that the other day. And we had brainstorming, and we thought of every option in the world to show appreciation to our employees. And there was many, but post 4, Commissioner Dean Snyder came up with dilly bars from Dairy Queen. And we thought that was the best one because it took less distribution, it took less, and that was Tara's idea on how to distribute it. She's had a lot of practice in this. And we put together a team, and we fed the entire county dilly bars Friday. Did y'all enjoy them? The one that was here? If you did, say amen or something. You know, the amen corner or whatever it was. But anyway, it was
Tim, you
great.
should add that there
Do
was.
what?
You should add that Dairy Queen got a call for 1,600 dilly bars.
We had a blast, and Roger Leggett, the finance department, really stepped in. Everybody really stepped in, and I love to see when teams work together. You can accomplish so much when you pull together. I read a book not long ago about mules. How many? It's a long story, so I'm not going to tell you. We don't have time. But also want to. Somebody just walked in, Judge O'Connor. Raise your hand there, girl. And good to have y'all. Good to have you here this morning. But as we started putting the process together, I called on Dairy Queen. I went down there, Raina. Raise your hand, Raina. And I talked to her and told her what we was going to do. And she said, well, we're going to cut your price. And I said, great, let's just do it. And then she called back and said, we're going to even do better. I think you talked to maybe your manager or owner or whoever it was. District. And so they really stepped up to the plate to on the cost factor. And then we decided that we had to transport those babies so they won't melt. We wanted ice cream, not milkshakes, to the county. So it was recommended to get a refrigerated truck. So I saw the trucks out at General Meats because I've done work with them before. And if y'all have never done work with them, keep it locally. Go look. A lot of customers are there, and also Dairy Queen and David Gentry. Raise your hand, David. He's in the back. He gave us a refrigerated truck to transport these up here. And then Amy brought in a freezer from her family to keep everything cold. So without everybody pulling together and working, it wouldn't have been the success that we had. So I want to say thank y'all for doing that in our county. And I'm going to tell the whole county when they want to get a good ice cream and food and meat for their family to encourage them to do business with our local business people. If you have a cell phone, I would appreciate you just putting it on silent so it won't interrupt anybody, and we'll get the show on the road.
Can I interrupt you for just a second?
Absolutely.
You might want to add that we did not use taxpayer dollars to pay for those.
She keeps reminding me that all the time, and I'm sure you want to know that. It was our commissioners did that because we appreciate what you do, and that was just a small token of some of the things that we're going to do in the future. I'll get Rodney to bring up the list for me, please, sir. Everything good with you? Good. Mr. Danny Anderson. Met him a couple of times, I guess, in our passing, I guess you might want to say. I think he probably taught a lot of my grandkids at the church. Is that right? Yes. In the schooling there, but I wanted to have him come up and give our prayer and also do a pledge allegiance to the flag. but he's the pastor at Dallas First Baptist. He's a senior pastor there. He has pastored there for 4 to 5 years. 4 to 5 years. He served as serving as an interim now, or you're the pastor, but you did prior to that as an interim. Yes. He's married. His wife's name is Katie. He's got 2 kids, a son Andy, a daughter Rebecca. Kids live in California. Well, we need to pray for them on a regular basis, don't we? He loves to do woodwork, and we got some jobs for you here then. Work with Dawn's husband. He does a lot. You love to play golf, and I love to just spend time with your children, and also just loves ministry. So if everybody will stand, you'll lead us in, Danny, in prayer and a pledge.
Join hands. We have pledge to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you join me as we pray? Gracious and everlasting God, we come before you today with gratitude and opportunity to gather and serve the people of Paulding County. Thank you for this beautiful community and the many blessings that you've given us, our families, our neighbors, our freedoms that we enjoy. Lord, we thank you and we ask you for your wisdom to guide this meeting. Grant our commissioners clarity and thought, compassion in their hearts, and courage to lead with integrity. May every discussion be rooted in justice and humility. And Lord, may there be sincere desire to do what is best for all that call this county home. We pray for unity in diversity and strength in challenges and peace in the decision making. Bless those who serve the leadership, our first responders, the business owners, educators, students, as well as all residents. And may Paulding County continue to flourish in kindness, prosperity, and purpose. Lord, we offer you this prayer in your holy name. Amen.
Amen and amen. Thank you, Danny. As a reminder, the minutes are there for your review from July the 8th, the work session minutes, and the July the 8th, 25 of the board meetings are available for your review at this time. Announcements for this morning. Paulding, Team Paulding, July Employee of the Month, Alan Hardy, which I had a great time with him the other day, in the water system. So watch the video. We don't have...
I've known Alan for going on 8 years now. I have never seen anyone in my career, which spans over 30 years, that has that kind of dedication and commitment to the citizens of Paulding County. Well, Alan is the kind of person that will do the right thing, especially when he's not being watched. He looks for new, innovative ways to improve all of our processes. The kind of person that would, without hesitation, give you the shirt off his back if you need it.
We're having a party for you, Alan. Good to see you. Congratulations, buddy.
You could say one thing to Alan today.
Keep being Alan. The world's better for him here.
It was a pleasure getting to have lunch with them, got to know their family, their all their background and stuff like that, and they are hardworking men, and we're very fortunate to have them in our county working at the water department. The Board of Commissioners would like to present the Public Safety Appreciation Award to Savannah Hitchcock with the Paulding County 911 Center. And I think, Christina, you're going to come up and make that presentation.
Good morning. Got 3 pages.
Can
But
everybody hear?
don't worry, it is
Okay.
very big font and spaced out so that I can read it without my glasses. So thank you first and foremost for giving us the opportunity to recognize one of our team members today. We've selected Interim Communications Supervisor Savannah Hitchcock for the award recipient as for 911. If you don't mind, I'm going to start by giving a little background to tee this one up. We have various positions within our organizational structure. For the 911 communication staff, there's 4 shifts, and each shift has a supervisor. A single way of summarizing the job of a supervisor would to say that they're accountable for all the things that happen on shift. When it comes to the shift as a team, they're the head, they're the leader, they direct staff and provide guidance and feedback in real time, along with the tremendous responsibility of ensuring their team is performing up to standard on each call of service, and it's handled appropriately. They're responsible for managing equipment, staffing, coordinating with rank of our user agencies, coordinating with our admin staff, plus all of those normal supervisory type tasks and various other duties. That is a full-time role in itself, but 911 communication supervisors are not afforded that luxury. They don't get to sit at a desk. They don't get to just concentrate on the supervisory tasks. They have to keep all the responsibility of a communications officer as well. They're answering calls, they're dispatching responders. In addition, they're supervising. The job of a 911 communications officer by itself is stressful and overwhelming at times, so tacking on and managing supervisory duties is no small feat. It is a challenge on top of a challenge. Not everyone is cut out to do it, and for many, this can be quite the overwhelming scenario, and for good reason, especially when it isn't something someone has been gearing up for or prepared to do. It's a huge ask of anyone. Now imagine you're fairly new to this assistant supervisor promotion, which is one step below the communications supervisor, still finding your footing in that position, still training on those new skills required, still gaining your confidence in that role. And you're asked to take on yet another level of responsibility and fulfill the role of supervisor for an unknown amount of time because your department needs you to. This is the position Interim Supervisor Savannah Hitchcock found herself in back in June. She agreed to do what she had to do for the good of the agency, but understandably, she was a bit apprehensive due to the immensity of the job. The thing here is that she did it. She took the leap, she stepped up, and she has really shown her true capabilities that I don't even think she knew she had. She is an assistant supervisor who's successfully taken on the role of interim supervisor in its full capacity, and all this transpired in less than a year's time. She's learning the new position while also continuing to complete her training for assistant supervisor, and get this, Savannah is improving even in areas she has long struggled with. It is as if the challenge has brought out the very best in her. Savannah's dedication doesn't stop there. She started training personnel within the last year, and I've had the opportunity on occasion to witness her in action. What impresses me the most is her calm and reassuring demeanor with the trainee every step of the way. I wish I had more time to kind of dive into why that's detrimental to a trainee's success, but it makes every difference in their ability to complete our program. She's also a member of both our special teams, tactical dispatch team and peer support team. That requires specialized training and additional work details. She has actually worked the most details of all our communications staff that are on tactical. All the while, she's maintained a quality assurance performance average of 99.31%, stellar in itself. And she finds time for the little things that go a long way for morale and boosting spirit as our main contributor and motivator, representing our department in the county door decorating contest and other personnel-centered projects. Savannah shows integrity, humility, kindness, and compassion to everyone that she encounters. She truly is an asset to the 911 center, the county, and our community. Savannah, I want to thank you for everything that you do and the effort that you've put into being interim supervisor. You show up, you show out, you make every day count, and I'm very proud of you.
And I'll have to say, your whole department rocks. I've been out there. If you've never visited their department, you probably need to do that.
I take that. We rock. Thank you.
And if y'all come up here, we got an award for you, Savannah. Congratulations, you're wonderful. And we'll get some pictures. Good job. Give her another hand. Thank you, Savannah. Next, the Board of Commissioners would like to present the Paulding County 811 Day Proclamation to Andrea Biles of the Paulding County Water Department, and I'm going to get Miss Virginia to read that for us, please.
Paulding County Board of Commissioners, Dallas, Georgia, Proclamation, Paulding 811 Day. Whereas thousands of times each year, the underground infrastructure in Georgia is damaged by those who do not have underground lines located prior to digging, resulting in service interruption, environmental damage, and threat to public safety. And whereas in 2005, the Federal Communications Commission designated 811 to provide contractors and homeowners a simple number to contact utility operators to request the location of underground lines at the intended dig site. And whereas the Paulding County Utility Coordinating Committee, a stakeholder-driven organization dedicated to the prevention of damage to underground utilities in Georgia, promotes the National 811 notification system in an effort to reduce these damages. And whereas damage prevention is a shared responsibility, by using safe digging practices, the contractors and homeowners of Paulding County can save time, money, and help keep our infrastructure safe and connected. And wherefore, Timothy Estes, Chairman of the Paulding County Board of Commissioners, does hereby proclaim August 11th, 2025 as 811 Day in Paulding County, and encourages contractors and homeowners throughout Paulding County to always call 811 before digging. Safe digging is no accident.
Thank you, Virginia. And get my ducks in a row here. So if you'll, we toured the county, didn't we, girl? When the tornado come, and you are probably one of the most safetiest people I've ever seen in my life. You were wonderful. So thanks for that tour, and thanks for that, getting to know you a little bit better. So if you'll come up here, we'd like to present this to you. Is anybody going to be speaking from the from the DOT? It's on my agenda, but I don't see anybody, so it's just going to be me. You want to say anything? You're fine? We got some shy people in here. You're a wonderful girl. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Yes, we are going to get a picture. Are you hiding back there?
Hiding behind people. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. You give her a hand, y'all. And I will share with you, we track everything we do, or I try to track everything we do. So I want to give you this live stream. The viewers that view this last month will know next month what we do today. But on July the 8th, when we did the work session, we had actually, the viewers that logged on was 9,746 people. but we got a big crowd here today, so I appreciate y'all showing up, and I know it's a special meeting, but more people are getting involved in our county to find out what's going on, and that's the only way we'll know is when you get involved. So thanks for participating, either online or in person. Invited guest. What is this here? That's public. Yeah. We have no invited guests. Bid awards, we have none. No reports for our departments at this time. Yeah, we got one. Next page. Miss Tanya, if you'll come up, thank you. Good to see you.
Good morning.
With Fleet Fire Maintenance Director. She's going to give us a report for 2025.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to go back before I go forward. So 22 years ago, our fleet maintenance department consisted of 12 employees. At that time, not only were we servicing and repairing vehicles and equipment, we were also upfitting patrol cars with emergency equipment, like bars, siren, control boxes, and so forth. Patrol at that time had no take-home vehicles.
Can't hear you.
Sorry. Patrol at that time had no take-home vehicles, and they were running deputies on 2 shifts. I think they used to call it hot seating. A shift would get out and another shift would get in, so we were servicing their vehicles more often. Our vehicle and equipment inventory at that time was 328 vehicles and 155 pieces of equipment, so a total of 483. Fast forward to now, our fleet maintenance department currently has 12 employees and 1 open mechanic position. We had somebody leave last week. We're also one of the smallest departments in the county, but we have one of the most important jobs. It's our responsibility to keep county vehicles and equipment operating safely and efficiently so that county departments can safely do their jobs and serve our community. We currently have a total of 700 vehicles and 432 pieces of equipment, so a total of 1,132. 397 of those vehicles belong to our public safety and first responders. Our largest servicing department is the Sheriff's Office. They have 299 vehicles in their fleet, and our second largest in public safety is the Fire Department with 72 vehicles. If we don't do our jobs, our first responders can't safely respond to our community. And now I'll get into the numbers for fiscal year 25. Work orders completed for service and repairs was 4,431. Gasoline and fuel that was used at our pumps was 441,386 gallons. We added 94 vehicles to our county fleet, which included 3 fire trucks, engine 2, engine 11, and engine 13, and 23 pieces of equipment. At this time, the highest recorded mileage on one of our county vehicles still belongs to DOT Unit 109 with 332,000 miles. Our oldest vehicle in the fleet is our 1985 Chevrolet bus, which is the EMA Mobile Command Unit. Getting to our surplus and auction. We sold 1 Freightliner to Haralson County for $10,000, and 73 surplus items were sold on GovDeals and added over $258,000 back to our general fund. We still have approximately 70 items that we haven't been able to get on auction at this time just because of manpower. We've been very busy. Michael Williams was promoted to second seat as assistant manager this year. And growing forward, we'll be incorporating ASC, EVT certifications along with CDLs to our fleet department. This will not only allow us to have some certified technicians, but will also give our technicians step pay opportunities by being certified. We had our groundbreaking ceremony for our new fleet maintenance facility on May 20th, and Hogan's Construction Group started breaking ground in June. We're excited for this coming year and to share our growth with you. Here are a few pictures of our new fleet maintenance site. Thank you.
You're excited about that, aren't you?
We are.
Yep, I know you are. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate that. The next is consent agenda. There's on here, yeah. We do have some public participation on the agenda items, and it's I can't read their writing. What does that say? Jonathan Jones. If you'll come up to the podium, sign in, please, and make your comments to the chairman.
Good morning, Chairman, Commission, staff, public. My name is Jonathan Jones. I am a local business owner, as many of you know, and I am proud to be a local business owner of Paulding County. I'm also part of the building industry here in Paulding County. I have a lot of friends locally that are, I consider some of my best friends, from high school playing football to going fishing to hanging out on the weekends. I ask that if you are part of the building industry here today, would you mind standing? So I drew the short straw and wanted to reach out. I know that currently there's a moratorium in place for R55 and NPR. I completely understand it. I think most everybody in this room understands it, understands what the purpose of it is. Little birdie has been flying around saying that there's some additional moratoriums that are likely to come into play. And although I have the ability and I'm blessed that I can take my business and do it in any county in Georgia and Alabama where I'm certified, I don't want to. I want to do business in Paulding County, Georgia. These are the local folks in Paulding County, Georgia that can easily be adversely affected by many of the decisions made. You guys have a very, very tough role. As I told Keith, I wouldn't want his job no matter how much it got paid. It would not be for me. So I do thank you for your service. I thank you for giving me that time to speak. R1, R2, R3, those are really what the local builders and of course the estate, that's kind of their playing field. And maybe if there could be some insight today, tonight, at any point on what that moratorium looks like, how long, what's the purpose of it, what's it geared towards, how can they help? I think they agree with this statement, and I've had this with former commission members. I've had it with Mr. Snyder, I think with Keith, Sandy. It's not the size of the lot that matters, it's the quality of the home that's built on the lot. You can build a Cracker Jack house on 10 acres, or you can build a 5,000 square foot house on 8,000 square foot lot. So, you know, I've always leaned on improve the architectural standards and you will generate a better product. Better product, quite honestly, helps in every aspect, from taxation to crime, schools, everything. So we are all on board with the concept of, hey, let's make Paulding County the best it can be. We want to be on the team, we want to be a part of it. We would love an opportunity at any point if we could have some input with a local group. We don't have a builders association. Unfortunately, the downturn of '08 kind of took it out. And it's very hard to get an organization like that back up and running, and they're trying to. The problem is a lot of the local people got took out in '08, '09, '10. The ones that are here are what I consider the survivors. They're not just builders. There's HVAC, plumbers, electricians, painters, roofers, concrete guys, asphalt, driveways, landscaping. It affects everybody. It affects surveyors and engineers. It affects the local people that are at the gas station selling their product. So, you know, we just want to speak to say, hey, look, we support you, but we really want you guys to be considerate of the future for these folks, because big guys can weather big storms. Little guys can't weather big storms and have trouble weathering little storms. So just keep that in mind and just, you know, I know it's a tough decision. I know you guys have many ways you can go, but I think the group as a whole is just asking to keep them in mind, keep them in your prayers. You know, ask them. They'll be happy to tell you whatever you want to hear. If you want to see something different from the local people, tell them. They're willing to cooperate. They just don't want to be crushed through all this. And like I said, I can go elsewhere, but to pick up shop and go build in Douglas County or Carroll sounds easy. It's not. If you're not a local and you don't have the in, it's very difficult. And you got to understand, the big boys, they can cut their price $10,000 in the morning. These guys can't cut their price $10,000 in the morning. So, final thing is, as supply and demand, whether you're in manufacturing or industry, there is a supply and demand. When we shut off the supply, the demand goes up. That's a good thing. But at the end of the day, these folks rely on monthly closings to feed their families, pay their insurance and such as that. So the final thing is the local landowners, ultimately, it'll take a while, but they'll have to get adjusted to the new pricing scheme. So with that said, I appreciate your time. I thank you for all you do for this county, and we're here to help any way we can to meet with y'all, answer questions, just be a part of your decision-making process, and we thank you for your services.
And we thank you, and we'll take that in consideration, and hopefully getting back with you pretty soon. The next is declare the following items listed as surplus and approve these disposal for sales, auction, or donation. There's actually 5. You can read those on your own. At this time, any commissioners, would you like to move any of this one item to new business? Not at this time. Okay, old business, there are none. New business, we have several. A public hearing regarding the proposal of the fiscal year 2026 budget. Ms. Pollard, if you'll speak on this behalf.
I'll give that just a minute. I'll give that just a minute to come up. There we go. Well, it comes around faster than we'd like. So the years come and gone. We are in the budget process again. We started about February this year. We presented the budget June 1st. It's been out for review. I've done one revision on July the 11th. And so now it's the annual public hearing for budget to allow the public to comment on things that we can do differently, or that we should do differently, or that recommended changes. So first, there's 2 processes to the budget. We go through the revenues first. So all of the revenues that have come into the county over this past year, we look to see what's going to come in next year, what drove some of the changes. And we have incurred a few increases. So our sales tax has increased. We'll talk about that in just a minute. We've had some title ad valorem tax. Those are the largest. And then property tax makes up about 30% of Paulding County's revenue. So the 41.6 of the $137.8 million. When you talk about the millage rate, you have to compare other counties. I mean, or you don't have to, but we do compare other counties so that we can compare our budget to theirs, as well as what we are charging for those services, or what's making up that 30%. These are 2024 numbers. We use 2024 because the 2025 aren't there. Every county jurisdiction is doing the same process we are. What we do know about some of these is that I understand, and these are rumors, if you will. So I think Cobb is leaving theirs the same. Floyd has an increase. Cherokee has an increase. I'm not sure about the others. I've heard that Carroll plans to roll back. When you go to the title ad valorem tax, just to give you an idea of what the revenues are, that's the tax that you pay on vehicles, new and used. We're still seeing some increase, but the increase is slight, so it's just a little bit year over year. Sales tax revenue's seen a little better increase. So we have projected in this year's revenue about $700,000 additional dollars. We need citizens to shop Paulding, so we need to make sure that we spread the message that, that if you shop Paulding, we generate additional revenue, and that in turn is used to roll back the property taxes that are needed. So then you get to expenses. How do we spend the money? So primarily public safety is obviously our largest. Public works is next. And then you have your general government, housing and development, judicial, following in behind. To put those into context as to what's grown, as you saw our revenues, we had $6.7 million in additional revenues, and those are allocated according to this last column on the increase. So you have 2025 versus 2026 and the increase. Primarily, the largest increase is public safety, which you would expect. That's the largest departments. And then the second one is public works. I'll talk about all of the funds in just a moment, but most of the time what is driven by property taxes is the M&O, that's your general fund. So you have property taxes that fund the M&O for general fund, your M&O for fire, so your fire fund, and then your bond. That's generally where people want to focus their attention because that's what they're having to write the check for in the fall. So that's what I've done here. General fund, salaries and benefits make up about 54% of our spend. And we have definitely encountered quite a few increases over the year with personnel cost. So we've seen significant increases in benefits. We've seen in benefits cost. We've seen increases in retirement cost. So our salaries and benefits make up about 54%. I'll open it up for public comment in just a moment, but I want to look at the book that was that's been out for review, if I can, just for a minute. I've got a few of these in the back, a few spreadsheets in the back. So if you scroll down, the first page lists all of the funds. So when you approve a budget, you approve a budget for all the funds. This first column is the general fund, then you have your fire fund, and then we have all of the other special revenue funds. So your SPLOST fund, they're all included there. Total budget for the county is $290 million, sorry. And then it's broken down, these are revenues, and then it's broken down by department. So the first, second, and third page, break it down by department. And then if you wanted to do a comparison of those departments, you could go to page 4 or the second handout that's in the back to make a comparison of those departments as far as what has increased and what has decreased. I will mention that in the increase and decreases here for the proposed, last year the original budget had salary increases from the salary study all in the general government, so they weren't allocated by department, and this year they're all allocated by department. So salaries and benefits are primarily the drivers of some of those increases, but we've gone back to departments to ask them to reduce their operations in every possible way. So departments have looked at their budgets about 3 times so far this year to be able to make those reductions, and they've brought back reductions each time. So unless you have any questions specifically about what's included, we will open it up to the public.
I want to say thank you for all the work on this, and I want to thank all our department heads who took it very seriously when Tabitha came and all of us ask them to keep it down. We all have things, just like when we work through our family budget, that we'd like to have, and then we have those things that we can afford, and sometimes that's pretty different, right? And I know that our sheriff worked really hard to cut his budget significantly, even though it's a big budget, but it needs to be a big budget because we all want them to come when we call them, and we all want them to have the best equipment to keep them safe and to keep us safe. So I wanted to say that, but also I wanted to kind of hammer on your point that you made about shopping Paulding. A lot of people don't know, because I didn't know when I came in, that we want you to shop in person in Paulding if possible, because that really supports our local businesses. And that's good for the whole community, and good for relationships and that kind of thing. But also, if you can't find what you need in Paulding County, if you shop online, Paulding County gets the sales tax for that. If you drive over into a neighboring county, we don't get that. We don't get the sales tax. That county gets that sales tax. So I would just encourage you, if you got to have something from a store we don't have, like Macy's or Belk or something like that, just go ahead and order it online. They got a good online service. They'll deliver it right to your house. You don't have to waste your gas. You don't have to sit in traffic. So I just wanted to throw that out there for consideration.
Even Amazon. Even Amazon, you get the sales tax.
Correct. Any online.
Thank you, Ms. Pollard. Appreciate that. And I want to tell you the countless hours and the late nights that she has worked, and also her team. We're on the right track from where we are right now. And April, thank you for all your hard work and stepping up to the plate too. So we are, everything we've talked about, we've considered many hours and concessions, and I think y'all will enjoy what's in the future at this time. I'd like to open it up at this time for the public hearing. Any comments or public based on what Tabitha just went over? And I will mind you to keep it as short as possible. There's no time limit, but we do want to hear from you. So do we have anybody that'd like to step up to the podium? And it looks like we have none. So I'll close the public hearing at this time. Do I need to make a motion for that? Okay. Next, we will discuss action for the Board of Commissioners to adopt Resolution 2025-19, adopting a 6-month moratorium on accepting the rezoning application for residential zoning request. Ms. Ann Littman.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. Paulding County Board of Commissioners is charged with the responsibility to set policies and enact regulations which improve the quality of life for everyone who lives, works, or does business in Paulding County. At that same time, community development, transportation, water system staff, along with, in some aspects, the fire department, are in the final stages of the process to combine portions of the Code of Ordinance, Development Regulations, and Zoning Ordinance into the Unified Development Ordinance, also known as the UDO, by reviewing, revising, and incorporating the development regulations into this document. As a little piece of history, our development regulations, although they have been amended, are from 1999. The development regulations are integral to the UDO because they provide guidance for the development of any property within the unincorporated area of Paulding County. Paulding County at this time finds it necessary, proper, and in the public interest to reassess its present Unified Development Ordinance, policies, procedures concerning residential subdivisions. If adopted, this moratorium will halt for a maximum of 6 months the acceptance of rezoning applications for residential subdivisions for all zoning districts except for A1, ER, and R1. Also wanted to note that if a project has the zoning in place, the construction of that project would be considered a zoning as a matter of right, and therefore these projects would be able to move forward through the plan review and development process. The moratorium is listed for 6 months. It could be lifted. At this time, we are projecting to have updated development regulations in September. And I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody has any. But I can't see.
Any question? Virginia, I know you got one.
I always have a question. Not always, I try not to, really, I promise. But this is more of a clarification just for the public, because a lot of people watch online. These builders all know exactly what you're talking about, but maybe the public doesn't. What are these areas that are accepted? You said A1, ER, and R1.
Yes.
So I know what they are, but could you just
Okay.
explain so that everybody knows?
A1 is our agricultural zoning district. It does allow a residence. It allows a minimum lot size of 5 acres. ER stands for estate residential. That is a residential zoning district that allows a minimum of 2.5 acres. And R1 is rural residential, and it allows a minimum of 1 acre. I do recommend a tweak in the resolution. It did state that it was, if you wanted to rezone one parcel of land, I don't think we have an objection if someone has an assemblage of parcels. So I would recommend deleting one parcel and replacing it with parcels.
Any other comments? Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Appreciate it. I know a lot of hours have been spent on this also, but it's been fun.
Mr. Chairman, can I just make a comment? I know there's a lot of anxiety in the room. And I just want to say, I'm in the construction industry. I've been in it 40 years. My dad was in it, my grandfather was in it, my great-grandfather was in it. That's as far back as I can remember. It's important to me for you guys. I mean, I see guys I go to church with. I see guys whose kids grew up with my kids. I see guys who I consider friends in the room. And it's important to me that you guys understand that we're working on getting this right. And I'm committed to you guys. I promise you, you guys will have input. We will reach out to you. Your opinions are very important to me, and they're important to these guys as well. And I'm committed to that, and I give you my word. If I don't, you can come to my house and we'll sit down and talk about it at my table. And that's important to me that you guys understand that, because I know there's a lot of anxiety in the room, and I get it. We sit up here and talk about buying local. We talk about the importance of sales tax, and you guys buy local. The majority of you guys buy all your building materials here. You buy your vehicles here. You buy your gas here. So it's important to me that you guys understand that. So I just ask that you give us a little grace. I'll take full ownership in the fact that we should have had this done by now. But I'll tell you from experience, the wheels of government move slow. And I apologize for that, but it's our intent as a board to get this done quick so that you guys have definitive answers and because I totally respect it. This is how you guys feed your families. And I'm committed to it. So thank you guys for being here today and voicing your opinion.
And I agree with Keith 100%. It's been many hours of discussion. You won't have to trust us. We got your back, and you'll be hearing more later. Is that good enough to say? More later. Thank you. Okay.
I hope everybody understands that these people out here, they not only feed their families, they feed a lot of families in Paulding County with what they do. I mean, they have to hire many people to complete that house, that building, whatever it might be. So they're feeding a lot of families in Paulding because a lot of the people that they hire are local people. And without them feeding them, they have nowhere else to go. So, I mean, we've got electricians, like they said, we've got plumbers that these guys keep them in business. So that's something that we need to think about going forward.
Good. Thank you. Any other comment from the commission? That's not, so we'll move to the next one, is to discuss action for the Board of Commissioners to adopt Resolution 2025-20, acquisition for real estate for the Due West Road at SR 92 intersection, improving project SRCR 466. Miss Erica Parrish.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. Paulding County has a program project at the intersection of Due West Road at State Route 92 located in Post 1. The intersection is being redesigned to improve safety operations and will be relocated approximately 680 feet south of the current location. Approximately 2,150 linear feet of new alignment roadway will be constructed for a realigned Due West Road. The new intersection will include a traffic signal, a right turn lane and left turn lane from State Route 92 onto Due West Road, and a right turn and a left turn lane from Due West Road onto State Route 92. The county has substantially completed the preliminary engineering design for this project, and we are in the right-of-way phase. A total of 12 parcels of property are required for the construction of the project, with approximately 9 parcels remaining to be acquired. Offers and appraisals have been made for most of these parcels. On January 14th, 2025, the Board of Commissioners adopted an amended County Ordinance 62-2 entitled Acquisition of Right-of-Way and Easements for Road Construction Projects. This ordinance creates a procedure that governs the acquisition of rights-of-ways and easements for purposes of improving and expanding the county road system. With the number of parcels still to be acquired on this road project, we generally agree that enacting a resolution for the purchase of real property towards the construction of the project will help expedite the process of right-of-way acquisition and is warranted. DOT would request that the Board of Commissioners adopt Resolution 2025-20, Acquisition of Real Property for the Due West Road at State Route 92 Intersection Improvement Project, PR-CR 466.
Any comments? Nope. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next, we will discuss to approve the purchase of a new submersible pump and ancillary equipment for the installation startup for the pumps of Goforth Williamson Incorporated in the amount of $562,129. This purchase is funded through the renewal of the extension fund and is located in Post 1 and in 4. Mr. Ray Wooten.
Good morning. We currently have 3 pump stations. They are the Timberlands Pump Station, Due West Pump Station, and Winding Creek Pump Station that are currently using emergency bypass pumps. These stations were built in 2002, and Winding Creek was built in the year 2000. 2002, and 2000. These pumps are no longer made at Due West and Winding Creek. They are Xylem pumps. We need to replace these to get rid of the emergency bypass pumps and get everything back into working order. The pumps that were proposed by Xylem, they're replacement pumps for those size. The ones at Due West, which are 230 horsepower pumps, are just over $210,000. If they were to replace the ones at Winding Creek, 2 pumps there would be just over $274,000. But if we replace them with the Modi-style pumps that we're currently moving towards, the cost of 4 pumps will be $234,000. At the Timberlands pump station, the equipment, all the internal workings in the pumps are Fairbanks Morse. This equipment is no longer available, so we also need to get 2 pumps to replace those pumps, and we need to do internal work to make the base 90s and everything work. And so we need to replace 2 pumps with ancillary equipment in that station, and we'd like to get a 7th pump at a cost of $58,000 that will fit in any one of these stations. So if we need to pull them down, we can drop another pump in, keep that system working while we repair that pump when it goes down. So what we're asking for today from the water system is we would like the board to consider approving the purchase of new submersible pumps and ancillary equipment for the installation startup of the pumps with Goforth Williamson in the amount of $562,129, and that's in Post 1 and 4. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Wooten. Appreciate
Ray,
it.
hold on, Ray, I have a question, but just a clarification. My understanding is that if we were to replace the existing malfunctioning pumps with the same manufacturer and/or the like, it would be somewhere in the range of $1 million plus. Is that correct?
To replace the pumps would be about $898,900 plus dollars.
Okay.
So we're spending about 60% going with this other range of pump.
Right.
That has the ability to be duplicated in all 3 stations.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of that.
Okay.
Any other comments, questions?
Do we have a schedule of what pumps are aging in our county? Because this sounds pretty old, 25 years old and 23 years old. Do we have another dozen or so that are that old or older, or have we already replaced them? What's our status?
Yeah, we have a standard replacement. We keep a standard working spreadsheet with every piece of equipment, every pump, all the communications where we can see them on our phone and run pumps forward and backwards. And we try to hit the pump stations every day or every other day, because in addition to age, some people will put interesting things through the sewer that will go through these pump stations. And we have to look at the wear and tear based on what goes into them. But yes, we have a spreadsheet. We check it every day and we update it every day. We've got one of the best groups that look at all of our pump stations. They're our maintenance mechanics. And they actually work under Alan, who you saw, who was the Employee of the Month. And they're a really good group. But yes, we do have one. We check it, we update it. And these are the big pump stations that'll put us online to keep moving.
Okay, great, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wooten. Appreciate that. That's a conclusion of our regular business. We do have public participation on non-agenda items, and I'll call up front Mrs. Janice Cornelius, and I think her husband, I would imagine it's your husband, Gary Cornelius, if you're coming with him, and it's regarding the swimming pool and swim aerobics. Please sign in and address your comments to the chair. And you have 5 minutes.
Okay, well, my name is Gary Cornelius, and I'm here to talk about a swimming pool and water aerobics. A small indoor pool 3 to 5 feet deep with a width of about 20 feet and a length of 30 feet is a great pool for any recreational area for seniors interested in fun and exercise. The pool can be used for water volleyball, water aerobics, and other activities. Water aerobics is a form of exercise in a swimming pool using water buoyancy and resistance to provide a low-impact workout. It's a popular choice of all fitness levels, including seniors, for those with joint pain and injuries due to its gentle nature and reduced impact on the body. I can tell you from personal experience that I was wondering if I should do the water aerobics class with my aching back. After I did the class, I found that my aching back disappeared. I took water aerobics for about 2 years and later became an instructor for a year and a half. A small pool, 3 to 5 feet deep, is a lot safer than your standard pool. There's obviously a no diving rule. The pool I was part of was only for seniors, which wipes out the chance of little kids drowning. With the end of the pool only being 3 feet deep, even little ones would survive better. And the fact that these exercises are for seniors who want to be active, there is less likelihood of medical issues in the water. In the time I was there at this pool, there were no medical incidents. So let's get a pool for the seniors to keep them active, y'all.
Thank you.
Mine's on swimming pools and water aerobics also. When we moved here from Ohio a month ago, we thought Georgia's known for hot weather, and in my response is a good reason to have water aerobics. An activity that would draw the seniors in this county to exercise is water aerobics, great for seniors age 55 to no limit. We have people come come with their walkers and canes, set them aside, and get in the water. I had a 93-year-old friend, Marge, in some of my aerobic classes, and she was an inspiration to all of us. Men and women both enjoy it. I went twice a week, and I enjoyed it for 8 years at our senior building in Ohio. I used to have a shoulder problem that was painful from shoveling snow in our long driveway. And after a few years of pain, I turned 55 and right away signed up for the senior building water aerobics. And the pain finally went away. And I only paid $3 a class and had many classes to choose from on different days. The county could make money off the classes. Another benefit is that I made new friends. I was surprised in a growing county that there were not more public swimming pools. A senior here in Dallas told me that you used to have a swimming pool, but it was closed, and I wondered why. Maybe we should build a new one for seniors. My chiropractor and other sources say water aerobics is the best exercise for seniors. Thank you.
I agree. Thank you so much. Any comments or? I will tell you, I'm in totally agreement, and a lot of people have reached out to that, and it is on our radar. So we'll see what transposes. Okay. Thank you so much. We will actually go into executive session now to talk about real estate. So. And we will, after that, we will actually adjourn from a closed session. So I need a motion to go into executive session.
Motion to go into executive session for real estate and, what's the word?
That's it. There's no personnel.
Thank you.
And thank you, Ms. Caker. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Galloway. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day.